Hi again, it's Crystal and
Chris.
talking about different job ads that we find online and that we hope to enlighten you to
As to-
looking at it a little differently. Yeah.
And as to the meaning behind what they're saying.
Yes, between the lines.
And
Between the
also,
lines.
I think you brought it up the other day that these used to be called the classified ads.
Yes, the classified ads. Yeah, so we thought we'd go with that and the old fashioned, like people who call us secretaries at this point in time.
Of course, that doesn't really bother me. I prefer secretary because it's shorter than administrative assistant.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I was a secretary, so I don't have a problem with that, but I do kind of take a look at the language that people are using.
Yeah.
And that tells me a little bit more about who it is on the other end.
Because if they do use the old terminology like that, they tend to have more of an "I'm going to take advantage of you in every way
Yeah,
possible."
it really is. Yeah, the people were
Attitude.
used to that in the past, and it was a big thing, and it's exhausting. I'm sorry.
It is.
I have had so many years of experience, and I can roll through them so quickly and easily and remember all of them, and it's a challenge. It's a challenge.
I try not to remember.
I know she does. She really does. She does a really great job of that. I think I've been trying to learn from mine for so long now, and lo, these many years, I finally figured it out. Finally, I can't work with anybody.
I was telling my mom that just the other night. I said, I just don't want to work for people anymore.
They're crazy. They're nuts. So we have yet another ad to share with you. Again, this is on the admin. We're hoping to get into some other
Next time we'll do
industries.
maybe some customer service stuff.
Yes,
for you.
yes, our personal favorite, retail.
Oh, yeah.
If retail could make money, I would be there in a heartbeat. I loved retail. I loved working with people on that capacity. Vacuuming is a problem. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
With that being said, let's go. Okay. What's our next one?
It's another administrative assistant ad, and we won't read the first part because it tells who it is. And
Okay.
We don't want to. We want to protect the guilty.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
it's an outpatient counseling center. Do you want to read it or shall I?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, feel free.
Looking for a responsible administrative assistant. That's funny because most of them are irresponsible, aren't they?
Absolutely. That's where we come from. Yes.
To perform a variety of administrative and clerical tasks. Duties include providing support to our managers and employees, assisting in daily office needs, and managing our company's general administrative activities. Responsibilities may also include making travel and interpersonal meeting arrangements. Again, that falls under executive secretary.
That's an executive
executive
assistant
assistant.
that
Not-
does
yeah.
travel arrangements. Again, that's still old school, but it's the truth. Yeah, it's an executive assistant that does that really personal level of service. They're not
there's-
called administrative,
and
and
they-
they're not $14 to $19 an hour.
Yeah,
just
and
so you know.
executive assistants get paid more because making travel arrangements for people is a pain in the hiney. Because it doesn't matter what plane you put them on
I know,
or what hotel
yeah.
you put them in, it's going to be wrong.
Yeah.
And they don't give you guidance beforehand. You're just supposed to psychically know.
Yeah.
So this is why I avoid making travel arrangements as part of any job.
She has a personal vendetta against it.
Yeah.
Actually, I have not done a lot of it, thankfully, and the little bit that I did do I was too young. I was too young to deal with that, but I was smart. And I remember my boss calling me from the West Coast. I think it was, I was in Minnesota. He called me from the West Coast because he couldn't find something on his itinerary. He was at a hotel there, and he was with a hotel manager person, a young gal. And he called me and he said, "Where in the world am I going to find this on this itinerary?" And it was a specific thing that he wanted. And I said, "Turn the page." He had 2 pages. And he turned it and he went, "Oh, okay." Never apologized, nothing like that.
Of
She
course
gets
not.
on the phone. She's in tears. And I said, "Okay, let me just explain something to you." I said, "He's going to be there with you for a short time. He's coming back to me."
So count
you,
yourself lucky.
Yeah, don't. And she kind of, chuckled a little bit. And I said, "You're fine. You're fine. You don't need to worry about it." That's who he was. That's what he was like. And I think my mother never really forgave him for what he put me through that year and a half that I worked for him. And that's what I'm talking about with this stuff. When we're reading these things and we're going, don't let people take advantage of you. I know you're trying to get to the top rung, but there's got to be a better way than this.
And in that kind of situation, they will never let you get to the top rung.
No.
They want to keep you down as
Yeah.
long as possible.
They'll always tell you, "Oh, you're so good at what you do." We love that one. That's one of our favorite lines. Okay, continue on.
Okay.
Soldier on.
So, preparing reports and maintaining appropriate filing systems. There's inappropriate filing systems?
Appropriate filing systems. Okay, there's a little key there when you think about appropriate. That's a real interesting choice of words. Appropriate filing systems. Now, I specialize in filing systems, and so I can see that there is no filing system there. There is nothing that makes sense to anybody. Nobody can find anything. So you're going to come in and rebuild that whole system for them.
I was thinking it was either that or they have several different departments with different filing systems, and if you mess up one, you're never going to hear the end of it.
Yeah, that's true too.
Okay. The ideal candidate should have excellent oral and written communication skills and be able to organize their work using tools like software that they've got and office equipment. If you have previous experience as a secretary or executive administrative assistant and familiarity within our industry, we'd like to meet you. Ultimately, a successful admin assistant should contribute to the efficient and smooth day-to-day operation of our office. Does that even need to be said?
So but when you are hearing that term, the day-to-day smooth operation of the office, that means everything hinges on you for the entire day. Everything works around you. I don't know if we're supposed to be flattered by that. I think they think we should be. We're not. We're not. We can do a job. We can do it well. And if you lack that, assurance and that, what am I trying to say? You don't believe us, then don't call us. Yeah. Go ahead.
Responsibilities. It's a nice long list, like about this long. Answer and direct phone calls.
This way. There you go.
Organize and schedule appointments. Plan meetings and take detailed minutes. Oh, lovely.
Oh my God.
So if
this is the price. Okay, $14 to $19 an hour for that's shorthand, right? I mean, that would be shorthand, right?
Well, not necessarily. I mean, it depends because they don't tell you. Because sometimes for minutes they're like, oh, just get the main points of the thing. Right. But it would be so much easier to just record the dang thing and transcribe it.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done both, but it's amazing. My favorite of doing minutes is when they were talking about all this personal stuff during the meeting.
Oh yeah.
And he wondered where that was. When
he wanted that.
Yeah. He's like, well, what about all that other stuff I said? What about it? It had nothing to do with what you guys were talking about. Well, and I almost feel like they did it on purpose, just to see what I would do. And don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you. Okay. Soldier on. Okay. Let's see. So we have
write and distribute email, correspondence memos. I've never heard of a correspondence
I haven't
memo.
either. Little grammar issue. Okay.
Letters, which I guess is different from a correspondence memo.
Yeah. Faxes
and forms. Assist in the preparation of regularly scheduled reports. Develop and or maintain a filing system what?
We just
you either need one developed or you need it maintained, but you don't.
We just got They are real. The filing, I would have to say the filing is a mess because it keeps coming up, and that's something to pay attention to. Okay.
Update and maintain office policies and procedures. Oh, that's lovely. Order office supplies and research new deals and suppliers. So we're cheap, so you better find the cheapest price.
Yes, you better find the best price. And you know what? Whoever did it last time didn't do it as well, so you need to do it now.
And if you get something that's cheap and it falls apart or something, we're going to blame you.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Maintain contact lists. Book travel arrangements. Again, executive's territory.
Yeah.
Submit and reconcile expense reports. Provide general support to visitors.
I'm sorry. I think I'm going to guess what that means is, you bring them to the office that they're going to go into or the conference room and get them coffee or get them water or something like that. But again, I know I complain a lot about they have too many details, and then now here I am complaining that they don't have enough. because that, I mean,
what
you
does
could be a
that
porn show with that one.
I was thinking provide support,
I saw the look in your eyes, and I thought, oh no, she's going porn.
And it made me think of that line in Greece too. If you can't be an athlete, be an athletic supporter.
Yes, absolutely. I'm sorry. That's just too funny. Okay, so where were we? I'm losing track. Okay.
Act as the point of contact for internal and external clients. There's internal clients?
Okay. No.
Does that mean clients that are inside the
we
building?
kind of know what the business is about, so no, they wouldn't. External and internal clients. Maybe it's new and old. Maybe they have people coming back.
Oh, like recurring?
Yeah, recurring, getting help, and then there's new people coming in.
I don't know. That's a weird way to put it.
That is a really weird way to put it. That one, would almost be worth calling them and just saying, we're just curious. we're doing a show, and we need to know what that means. Yeah, we'll feature you. Hey, if you can reword this, that makes sense. We're good. Okay, go on.
Liaise with executive and senior administrative assistants to handle requests and queries from senior managers. Oh, can I liaise with you for a moment?
Liaise. I mean, I know what liaison means. I'm sure liaise is a word, and I just have never heard it put that way. The way you put it was priceless. Yes, liaise.
I just need to liaise with you for a moment if you have some time.
But what does it say? Liaise with executive and senior administrative assistants.
So then what does that make this person?
Yeah, that makes you a manager.
Well,
yeah, but
to me it sounds like these people are above you, you're dirt, but yet we want you to make travel arrangements like the executive administrative assistants.
Right, okay, liaise. But, okay, so liaise is to go between with executive and senior administrative assistants to handle requests. Oh, you know what I've done that before. I've been a secretary on another level, and this is hilarious. I worked for an architect who was Polish, and so his writing, every other letter in his words were Polish letters. And so I could tell from the context what he was writing. I was able to type it. So of course I made sure that when he hand wrote a paragraph to be typed, and it was for the president, I brought it to his secretary and said, here it is. And they sent it back to me because I was the only one who could type his stuff.
Because you're so good at it.
I know! Oh, it's just disgusting. But yeah, but that...
Well, to me, that's like nobody else takes the time to figure it out.
Yeah.
I worked for lawyers, and lawyers are like doctors and pharmacy people. They can't write to save their lives.
Right,
they write,
yeah.
and it's gibberish. But I learned how to read it, and figure out what they were saying. But, it's just, to me, it's just lazy not to do that. If you're,
Yeah, well, they were busy doing their nails on that floor, so I couldn't help them. Okay.
Organize and manage in-house food pantry.
That is really a professional way to put slave. Oh, wow. I wonder what, what am I trying to say? The people who are servants all over the world, whoever they are, organize and manage in-house food pantry. I don't think they'd look at it that way.
I once worked at a law firm where, like the big wigs would have meetings and they'd have it catered and everything. Sure. Mm-hmm. Well, after the meetings, the rest of us peons would be allowed to grab a sandwich if there were leftovers or whatnot. Mm-hmm. So one time, another secretary and I went up to the food pantry to get something, and the gal up there, she says, "Oh no, the attorneys have decided they don't want to let anybody else eat them." So it's like,
okay.
So it's just going to go to waste. Okay.
All right. Well, whatever works. That organize and manage in-house food pantry. Is there an outhouse food pantry?
I wouldn't want to eat from that one.
Sorry. That's too good. Okay. So soldier on.
So skills is next. Here come the skills.
Okay.
Proven experience as an administrative assistant or office admin assistant. I've always wondered, how do you prove that?
That you have experience?
I mean, yeah, you
Or-
can say, oh, I worked here, you can call them or whatever, but does that really prove anything? I don't know.
I don't know. You know what? I have been saying it for so long. I don't think anybody doubts me. I think that must be it. Because you can't. It's amazing what I've been through.
Knowledge of office management systems and procedures. Does that mean generally or?
Office management systems. Okay, office management systems, I'm assuming would be the software. And procedures would be that stupid procedures manual, I think that they mentioned. Yeah, I did one of those for an office once. I actually I've done a couple of them, built their office and procedures. And, nobody ever looked at them. Nobody ever cared. Didn't matter.
Oh, the place I'm at now, they have a procedures manual. So you would think procedures tells you, if you're in this situation, here's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Not ours.
Oh, what does yours say?
Ours is like, oh, if this situation comes up, then it goes to this person. But it doesn't tell you how you get it to that person or,
Do you email it? Do you call them?
yeah,
Whatever.
Yeah. It's like,
Oh my gosh.
it's worthless. Worthless.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. Working knowledge of office equipment like printers and fax machines. Proficiency in Apple products a plus. Excellent time management skills and the ability to prioritize work. Well, first I have to say, Apple products is not normal for most office
Yeah, for
situations.
most office situations.
Most of them go
yeah.
with the Microsoft.
It's a personal
So,
preference,
yeah.
usually with a manager that wants to work with Apple.
So it's kind of unusual. But
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Attention to detail and problem solving skills. Here we go again. Attention to detail, because if you miss anything, you're in trouble.
It's your fault. Yeah.
Excellent written and verbal communication skills. Strong organizational skills with the ability to multitask. Didn't they say that already? The ability to prioritize. Oh, okay.
No, I actually I don't know if they got to that one yet. Usually everybody does say that in the beginning, that fast-paced environment.
High school degree or above, additional qualification as an administrative assistant or secretary will be a plus.
Here we go. We're redundant here. That's the same thing as you were talking
As
about
the
up there.
experience,
Yeah,
yeah.
how do you prove experience? Well, obviously they really don't believe you have any.
Well, I guess you could be experienced but not qualified.
Oh, it's true. It's true. You're right. You're right. Well, anyway, we just find these things really humorous and funny, and we hope that people will consider it when they're reading them. Read between the lines and understand what you're getting yourself into, and take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the biggest one. I think that you and I have failed miserably to take care of ourselves, at least with me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
You know my history.
Yes, yeah. I think I don't want to speak for you, but yes, I can speak for her.
Yes, she can.
Yeah,
She's authorized. She has the responsibility.
projects as assigned. Yes, okay. I can do this. So, okay, well, that's the end of this particular session. But again, keep those cards and letters coming, and we love to hear from you down below. Let us know what you think of the whole thing. Let us know if there is some ads that you would like us to take a look at and help you with, and read between the lines.
Yeah, and if so, you can forward them to our email address, which we will provide in the comments down there.
Yep. Okay. Perfect. All right.
Have
Bye.
a good day.